I'm not sick anymore. I feel a lot better from last week, and it wasn't coronavirus. Thank goodness. Although there is 12 there are 12 confirmed cases in Korea right now, which is not that bad actually. And it is spreading across the world, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm just happy that I'm not sick anymore. I had some sort of cold up in the nose area, but it's gone as of a couple days ago. So we are ready to roll out some new bands today because I've said this before in past videos. We have our Rolodex of bands that we're kind of listening to almost every week, which would be like Symphony X, Haken, Opeth, Devin Townsend. These are going to be bands, Steven Wilson. These are going to be bands that I'm going to continue to listen to over and over again, but every once in a while I'm going to kind of interject with some requests from people on videos that are not very popular or not requested a whole bunch. And there are some of those requests that I've got to get to, and today's the first day of getting to some of those. So I said if you're persistent in your requests on different videos, and you're not just like a one-time requester, just telling me what you want me to listen to. But if you're persistent, I'm more likely to choose some of those. And so now that catalog, or that's becoming backlogged because I have some people who are being pretty persistent in each video. And so I'm going to start marking some of those off the list right now. And the first one we're going to deal with today is soul and funk. I've said this in the last video that I did with the Tower of Power NPR Tiny Desk. Oh, wait a minute. You guys don't see that anymore. And the reason why you don't see that anymore is because fucking NPR gave me my first YouTube strike. Unfortunately, I got my first YouTube strike, and you can no longer see that video reaction that I did because it's been completely taken down and blocked from everyone, everywhere. The only person who can see it is me, and that's in my video manager list where it says completely blocked and you have one strike. So I'm pretty pissed off about that. I want to rant about that because I think it just makes no sense to me, the whole strike situation, because it's already copyrighted, which means I'm not going to make money off of it. I don't care. I'm not trying to make money off it. So if there's going to be money to be made off of the ads that show up of people watching that video, guess who it's going to go to? It's going to go to NPR or whoever the person is or company that produced it. So they're going to make money off of it. So by blocking it completely, it just makes no sense because now nobody's going to watch it and nobody's going to make any money and there's going to be no exposure to it. Are you fucking retarded? I mean, sure, copyright the shit out of it. Most of my videos are copyrighted, but to block it completely and give me a strike for reacting to a song, it makes no sense to me that companies would do this. So if any of you understand or have a great logical reason why a company would do this, please list it in the comments below because it makes no sense to me. So that's my little rant. But now, I said in that video, which nobody can see now, I love funk and soul. It's my favorite genre of music to listen to pretty much outside of, Technical Dream Theater or something. So I said, give me requests of more kind of up-to-date funk and soul music because I obviously know the old stuff like Earth, Wind & Fire, The Meters, Tower of Power. Those are awesome, but I'm not really familiar other than Wolfpack because my friend Scott, who also is the one who suggested this song to me today, that's the only group I think that I've seen on, where was it? I think I saw it on Instagram. Other than that, I don't know really any new funk and soul bands that are out this time. So if you've got these suggestions for funk and soul, it's seriously my favorite music to play on drums, and it's my favorite music to listen to when I'm just like, because it's got soul, funk and soul and blues. It's beautiful. So today, thanks to my friend Scott, because I've gotten no requests from anybody else because no one saw me say that in the other video for Tower of Power because it got blocked completely. So today we're going to listen to Mayor Hawthorne. Never heard of that. And the song is Lingerie and Candlewax. Candlewax or Candlelight? Let me check this. It's Candlelight, I think. Candlewax. Either way. We're going to listen to it. The title sounds kind of sexy. So funk and soul kind of have that sexy vibe to it. It definitely should be on your like sex playlist if you have one. So here we go. Let's check it out. Ooh. Definitely sexy. Yeah, this is definitely Earth, Wind, and Fire-ish. I like that. Wow, 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 wow. The piano. Like the harmonies too. It's got a gospel feel with it too. That singing specifically.
Don't touch it. So torn up. Before you look it, fuck it. We grown up. Don't hide it.
Okay, the piano, 2 notes, dyad. It's getting a little annoying. Okay, good. Dude. How can you not like this? Justin Timberlake's got a lot of this feel in his newest albums. So this could almost be a Justin Timberlake kind of feel with better soul singing than Justin. Dude, this is love making music. It's just smooth. Lingerie. The dyad is back. I like how it does mix the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 versus a 1, 2, 3. The spread out of the other stuff. Good difference, counterpoint, but it's kind of like after 3 measures of it, it's like someone scratching their fingernails on the board. Cadillac. That's the image I get. A Cadillac, pink or blue. With the spinning, they spinning, they spinning, they spinning. Lingerie, lingerie. What can you say? That's funk and soul right there for you in a nice, sweet package. And it's got that nice mix of funk and soul with a little bit of gospel-ish kind of singing in it. And that's the beauty about funk and soul, which is interesting because a lot of rapping is taking these kinds of funk and soul, old kind of feel songs as like their backtrack for their rap. I have a link up here, or I'll put a card right here. I did a reaction to Kanye West's one of his new songs off his new album. And it started out really promising because it was like taking one of these old school songs and then like he turned it into a rap, which in that particular song I thought it was kind of shitty. So this is the way funk and soul music is. And it's, another example of this would be sipping on gin and juice. It's got that kind of laid back funky soul backing to like whatever they rap to. But this is obviously without the rap. This is more like actual singing. And I couldn't catch all the words, but it kind of reminded me, the few words that I did catch, it was definitely about, sitting back and smoking weed. Which is interesting because it reminded me of D'Angelo's Brown Sugar. Brown Sugar, is that how you're supposed to say it? And that song is about marijuana, actually, even though it sounds very sexual and about sex. It's actually, or about a girl or something, it's actually about his love affair with marijuana. So this kind of might be that similar kind of analogy or whatever, but it definitely, the few words that I could catch was him sitting back and smoking on a blunt or something like that. So this is the thing about funk and soul, and I'm going to offer this completely direct and straightforward. Most funk and soul reminds me of Mexican food, in the sense that I don't even say American hamburgers. Like, it's hard to fuck up a hamburger. It's hard to fuck up a burrito or whatever. It's hard to fuck up Mexican food. Like, it just kind of all is in the same kind of package. It's like wherever you go, a burrito's kind of a burrito. Wherever you go, a hamburger's kind of a hamburger. Now, if you're going to get nitpicky and specific, I thought you could never fuck up a hamburger until I came to Korea, and it's just sad that you can't find a good hamburger in Korea. It's getting better, but man, it's a struggle. Everything fucking has black pepper in it. It's like everything has to be spicy somehow, but I just want a fucking meat burger without spice, please. So that's a little side note. But I feel like funk and soul is very similar. Like, most of the songs in funk and soul kind of have that same package. Like, it doesn't go out of bounds very much. It's very just get a great hook, a nice groove with some good, soulful, passionate singing, and you're set. It's like a success. It's going to be a success if you do that. And it's funny because I typically don't like genres. Like, the genres that I hate the most are indie rock and punk rock. I would put death metal in that because those all sound the same. Like, it's just every song sounds exactly the same. But here in funk and soul, it's kind of similar. A lot of the songs just kind of sound the same. However, the caveat that I would put, and why I don't put funk and soul into the same, I don't like this over and over redundancy, is because it actually has heart. It actually has passion. It actually has soul. So even if it's like over and over again, kind of similar progressions, kind of similar thing sounding, all of those things sound good. All of those come out with passion and emotion and just really good vibes. Whereas to me, again, this is just my opinion, indie rock, punk rock, that just sounds the same without soul. It doesn't have any fucking emotion in it, in my opinion, whatsoever. So that's where I separate the two. But I freely admit that funk and soul doesn't kind of go out of bounds very much. It's pretty much what you know you're going to expect and what you're going to get. Which is why, for me, Tower of Power is my favorite funk and soul band, because they are the dream theater of funk and soul. Because not only, like, this song, I pretty much could play all the instruments that are on this song, other than singing. So it's kind of not very technical or difficult, but it's still wonderful and connecting, in my opinion. But Tower of Power is funk and soul, and I can't play pretty much anything. I could play small little snippets and parts of the drum part, or the bass part, or the guitar part. But to try to pull off a Tower of Power song in its entirety, is you have to be really good at your instrument to be able to pull that off. So that is why I think Tower of Power is kind of like that next level shit. They do go out of bounds, yet they keep the cohesive funk and soul groove, feeling, emotion as still a part of it. So that's why I think they are the Take Six of the Dream Theater of the funk world. So this song was good. I don't like a hamburger. You can't really go wrong if you just kind of do this kind of thing. I would be interested to hear more from this Mayor Hawthorne. And if I listen to the album or something, I wonder if all the songs would be just like this. And if they are, then I would just download this one song and listen to it on repeat before just taking a bunch of different songs that are exactly the same. So that's my opinion on this song. Scotty B, thanks for suggesting it to me. I actually think this would be a great, great cover song for the Hoodoo Soul Band. And I'm going to plug them again because I plugged them in my last video over the Tower of Power and it got freaking blocked so nobody can see it again. So Hoodoo Soul Band is the best band in Columbus, Ohio, where I'm from, my hometown. And Columbus was, in the 2000s, was like an up-and-coming Seattle, like it was going to have a lot of bands come out of it. I don't think it ever quite caught on, though. However, this band, since like 1998 was the first time I saw them, every Sunday night they play in this, like, it used to be Old Fields on Hudson and High. Then they moved to this place called Rumba, the Rumba Cafe, which is kind of down the road, so to speak. And they play this kind of music, funk and soul, Tower of Power. They mix in a few different kinds of styles recently, but they've been playing every Sunday night. And that's like the one thing I love about Columbus, Ohio. That is totally, if somebody said, what do you recommend about Columbus, Ohio? That'd be the very first thing I would say, because there's not much else you can say that's wonderful about Columbus, Ohio. Second or first would be Ohio State Buckeyes. But you either like football or you don't. So I'm going to show a video right here after this of Tower of Power. You should go look them up. I'll sub a card here as well for you to go click on it, because if you're ever in Columbus, Ohio, you got to go check them out on a Sunday night because they are just fabulous and they play this kind of music. So as always, like and subscribe and peace out.